So if there's one thing that big celebrations have in common that photographers go absolutely crazy for, it's fireworks. But if you've never photographed fireworks before, it can be a little bit tricky, so today I'm going to give you a couple of tips to help you upgrade your firework photography. For starters, it's important to remember that fireworks are dangerous, so always use proper safety precautions to make sure that nobody gets hurt. The most common way to photograph fireworks is by using a long exposure. So in order to do that, you'll need a camera that can accommodate for it. I recommend any camera that has manual control, aperture priority, or shutter priority mode. Because you're doing long exposure photography, that means your camera is particularly susceptible to camera shake and motion blur that you don't want in long exposures, so I recommend using a sturdy base like a tripod to make sure that your camera is secure. Another thing that you can do to make sure that your camera doesn't shake is use a remote trigger, a cable release, or you can just use the 2-second timer in your camera to make sure that the camera doesn't shake when you hit the shutter button. Although it's usually dark out when you're photographing fireworks, the fireworks themselves are actually pretty bright. So in order to not lose them in the highlights, I recommend starting with a narrow aperture like f11 and then adjusting from there so that you don't lose the color of the fireworks. The next thing you'll want to determine is how long you want your shutter open. You can leave it open for just a few seconds and just get 1 or 2 fireworks, or you can leave it open for as many as 15 to 30 seconds so that you get more fireworks in a single frame. If your camera has a live composite mode, photographing fireworks is a perfect time to put it to use. A lot of autofocus systems struggle in low light, so I recommend switching your autofocus off and setting your focus manually so that the image is sharp where you want it to be. So with everything we've covered, you should be able to get a good baseline image to start with. But remember, no two situations are the same, and you're the only one that can bring your artistic vision to life. So feel comfortable playing, adjusting the settings, and dialing it in until it's just how you want it to look. I hope this video was helpful and that you're able to take some great shots. We can't wait to see them, and we'll see you in the next video.